Hey everyone, so it's me. I'm going to try to do my first little cooking show clip, and I don't know how well this is going to come out as far as the things. I'm doing this all with one hand, but I'm in the process of making a chili today, and I know a lot of you like chili just to be meat, maybe beans, and just a whole lot of spice. I do this quite differently, and today I've decided to use the following for extra ingredients in my chili. I haven't prepared the meat yet, and so what I'm going to do is, I guess, record a quick couple of minutes each one, and then we'll get that done. So so away we go. So as you see, I'm using mostly Goya products. I'm using a chickpeas, a Food Town home version of the sweet corn. I tried this the last time and I liked it. Of course, Goya red kidney beans and a Goya black beans. So I have to open all of these up. Can't do that with one hand. I'm not that dexterous. But so I'm going to open these up, clean them off, and then pour them into a giant pot. So there we go. So stay tuned. More to come. Thanks. Okay, going to spare you the notion of me opening every can and pouring them into my strainer to be cleaned with the black beans. I'm going to just start with the black beans, as you see. I did that. I think I got them all out of there. I'm going to just run them under some cool water. Get them nice and clean before I do anything else. And of course, you're going to be environmentally conscious, of course, after this is done. And there's no coupons. There's a recipe on the back if you need it. If you have a recipe card file, like my mother used to have one of those. And but once you're done cleaning out the can, nice, you'll make sure you rip the label off and throw that in paper recycling, and then the can, of course, into your tin and other metal and plastic containers. So, you know, the black beans I need to run through one more time, but again, I need both hands. So that will do it for, I guess, clip number 2. So just, we're going to do this 3 more times, because I have the corn, I have the garbanzo beans, and I have the red beans. So, okay, thanks for watching. Here we go. So I had said that I wasn't going to show you the other ones, but I am anyway. So here's our red beans and the garbanzo beans. It's a nice little color between these things. And again, I'm doing this all solo with no holder for the camera except my other hand. So we're going to dump those into that pot that I mentioned. And the reason I was showing you is because I'm going to also use some trusty Food Town tomato sauce. I like all the other name brand stuff as well, like the ragu and such. But you know, Food Town is right down the block, and I'm all about saving some money during this pandemic time. So it's good to save a couple of bucks by buying the store brand. And I have found no complaints with the store brand on anything. And as you saw, I told you I still have to use their corn, and that's not been opened yet. I've been doing the other cans, which are cleaned, and I got all the tops in there. Got to be careful of your fingers, of course. You don't want to cut yourself on a tin can. It hurts like a son of a bee. Well, that's it. So I'm going to open up those cans, and I'm going to pour them into the pot. And there should be enough. I've not cooked the meat yet. I'm going to do that last and then let it simmer for a little while. I don't have a giant, like a crock pot thing, but I do have this, this was my grandmother's, and she didn't actually make stuff like this, but she would make like a kibasi and stuff like that, and I guess she would use this for a kibasi. So that's what we have so far in the pot. And like I said, we're just gonna take you along with it. I'll see you in a few more minutes. Okay, so we're at the point where I'm going to pour this, the tomato sauce that you saw me just position before. And I've opened up this with this cool bunny rabbit ears kind of can opener. A friend of mine gave me this a few years ago. I love it. And what it does is it lets you open the can around the top. And you're not really cutting the can. You're really just undoing the opening piece. So we're going to do that. And back around to our, as you saw, I told you I was doing that. I poured all those things into this big pot. And, you know, now I didn't learn to cook during the pandemic. I've been a cook of some kind for a bunch of years now. My mom always had a saying, she still says it, if you can read, you can cook. And I think that's pretty straightforward and to the point. Too many people are afraid of the kitchen. And there's no reason to be afraid of the kitchen. You can make some miracles up. Read the ingredients on something, try it, and if it doesn't work, put less ingredients or put more. And that's simply it. You can make something. So, all right, I'm going to go on to the next step, which is chopping up some more stuff that I like to put in there. I have a box of mushrooms that I like, and some fresh jalapeno pepper. So I'm going to cut those up and show you that next. Okay, keep staying tuned. You'll all see this as one big video, so I shouldn't really be saying stay tuned. But anyway, wait for the next section. Okay, bye. Hey, so what you're seeing here is just some red onion. So I noticed, so chilio is always good when you cook it up with some red onion or, well, regular onion. But my stomach can't handle the regular onions anymore. I get kind of sick. So it's become my kryptonite. So the last time I made chili, I only used like a quarter of said onion and froze the rest of it from the day one, and just took out that same thing and chopped off a little bit of it just to add to the meat when I put the meat into the frying pan, which will be the first part of it cooking, and then it'll go into the big pot that you saw everything else going into before. So, you know, onion is something that I guess as you get older, your stomach doesn't like it as much, and mine certainly doesn't. And I'm kind of sad because I did love the taste of onion. Loved onion rings, and I think I could still have them if I have it like cooked to death, as I say. And sorry that you hear the heat pumping up in the back. It is quite cold out today, and that's what made me want to make a chili today. So yeah, so we're getting good heat today in the building. And I'm going to chop up that onion, and I couldn't show you me chopping the frozen thing because I needed both hands, and I had to make sure that I still had both hands at the end of it. So there we go. I also found in the freezer a whole mess of, from the last time I cooked something like this, I had saved the mushrooms, and even though I have a fresh pack, I'm going to use these because they were fresh when I put them in the freezer. So we're gonna use those too, and just make this a whole melange of things. So, all right, keep on watching, and thanks for tuning into our channel. Okay, bye. Hey, behold our chop meat. I got the Food Town, of course, again, sticking with the format. I'm not going to really show you myself cooking this stuff up, because it's just no point in doing that. But I am going to use the whole thing this time around, and that will be my mission. I pointed out that it's been good to, you know, keep tidying as you go along. This is a good trick when you're cooking at the house, because I have my whole bag of, that's my stuff to go out to recycling. And again, like I said, I'm going to cook this guy up and make it brown, and then pour it into the now sort of stockpiled veggies. I don't have my mushrooms in there yet. That's next. I want them to defrost a little so I can cut them, and then I'm going to throw them in there. And that's why you have it. You have it. We're chugging along here, in the kitchen. It's a small kitchen I have, and you know, it's a typical New York apartment, so it's not super big. You know, some of my friends have these massive kitchens, and while I envy it, I don't know how I would operate and also keep it as clean as you need to when it's a kitchen. So we're going to cook this puppy up. We're going to make it nice and brown. We're going to strain it a little bit. I'll try to do a video that I can't really hold the camera and strain it, so you'll have to trust that I did that part. I'll get it when it's nice and browned, and then I'll be back with as this mixes. I haven't even thought of making the rice yet, and there we go, on to the next step. See you in a bit. Hey, so I'm back faster than I thought. So I mentioned I was going to put some jalapenos in there, and when I went to get my jalapeno peppers, I realized I also had I had some leftover green pepper from a recent other experiment from the other day, and some of the jalapeno that was used before. So I'm going to put this guy in, the rest of that green pepper, and this brand new one. Now, this is only a couple of days old. I was using it with some eggs. My friend has eggs, fresh eggs, and they gave me some. So I chopped up the pepper, and I made a super duper omelet with it. And I'll be using these peppers in addition to the green pepper. You hear it in the background. Our chopped meat is cooking away, browning away. I'm gonna have to stir this in a minute or two. So this is fun. I've never thought of doing one of these kind of videos. I've done kind of food videos where I put pieces together and I show you afterwards the end product, but I've never done an actual, here we're cooking it right now. So, and again, like I said, nothing's in the sink. I had gotten rid of everything as it went. And I'll be chopping this up now, so see you in a bit. Okay, so the chopped meat has been browned, best as I could get it, without doing anything crazy and overcooking it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop up that and put it in here. I'll dump it, you know, off screen, but you know, you don't want to overcook it. And you might have noticed I did not put the chili powder on this, or really season this meat at all. I've grown to like doing that while it's cooking with all the vegetables. I still have to put that mushroom stuff in here, and that's because I want them to defrost a little bit. But overall, this is good. This will work. Now, some of you might be saying, you know, Ken, all this stuff in the chili doesn't really make it a chili anymore. You've kind of made it quite complex. And yes, I have. I like a little more texture to my my dishes. I like to do a little ingredients, and as you saw, I found some other things in the kitchen that should have been used and really had a few more days shelf life in them. So why not use them in this and not waste? Because I don't like to waste any of this stuff. I'm a big take home your leftovers guy. I'm a big give scraps to the cat if you have a pet, or the dog, and yeah, so that's where I stand. So I'm going to cut those mushrooms up and then cook this. I have to stop for I have a Zoom call in a few minutes, so I'm going to kind of go off and do that. This is how we're all getting in touch nowadays, and there's a scheduled Zoom call to do. So again, thanks for watching me do this along the way, and I can't wait to put it all together and have you seeing it. Of course, those of you who will see it online are going to see it all as one piece anyway. So, okay, on to the next section. Hey friends, so here we are. We're at the cooking process. I'm not going to show you myself cooking rice. I don't think that's all that interesting. I'm going to make some white rice. I know I should be avoiding white rice because that's really the one that adds the pounds to you. But here's everything as it is. I might add a few more of the mushrooms that I was talking about because I have them. But overall, this is where we stand. I'm cooking it on a higher flame right now just to get it started. And I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so. And that'll be nice. It'll get everything around. You know, there's not too much tomato sauce in here. Just 2 cans. This way I don't do it overdo it. I did add the chili powder. I added a little bit of salt. And then I added some oregano. All done off screen. So, because again, there's no one holding the phone for me to record this. I'm using my phone for this one. I thought that would work out the best way. And it smells good. I wish we had smell-o-vision here. Wasn't that a thing on a TV show? Smell-o-vision? They had that. So, okay. Like I said, no real work of genius involved here. Just this ingredient, that ingredient, mix them up, cook. So if you're afraid of the kitchen and afraid to cook anything, it can be done. I'm not certain what channel I want to put this on. I mean, that's obviously not a Piercing Metal video, of course, but I now have a channel for my Ken Pierce Media Ideal, and it would be nice to get some traction there because that's pretty much trying to be the real-life overseer of everything. The Piercing Ken channel has been created back in December, and I started using that to upload all of the past videos from the Style Fashion Week. So, considering there's so much video being uploaded on a scheduled basis, this is most likely going to go over to my Ken Pierce Media channel and be the second video that I've posted there. The first one was talking about all the social networks that we use as that master brand. And so this would be a fun one to do because I don't need to put this cooking won't be going on Piercing Ken as a website, so I can do it there. Sorry, my throat is drying up from the heat in the building, which is always a good thing. I'd rather be dry from that. But yeah, I tell you, YouTube makes it really hard to get anywhere. So if you're watching this, please make sure that you're not only subscribed to this channel, but the other ones that are listed down below in my featured channels section. We could really use the help, and the more the merrier, they always say. And the more you have, the more options you have as a creator. So we're all about having options, and it's a slow burn at the first time. So, okay, I'll be back soonish. So, I know I said I wasn't going to show myself cooking the rice, and I just finished up a pretty cool Zoom call. But I said, we're doing this, and I had to add another can of tomato sauce to the chili mixture. So it was looking a little dry. I don't like my chili super wet. I mean, I know it's chili, it's saucy. I like it to have some texture. So that's what we got. And that's where we are. I'm gonna just it's cooked, so I'm just gonna let it simmer up as best as possible. And that brings me to the end of this. I don't think I'm gonna, maybe I'll put up a photo of it on the plate, but I hope you enjoyed my puttering around here in the kitchen with you. The rice has got a little bit of a way to cook, so, but it was fun to do this. I think maybe I can get like a little stand for the camera next time and have both hands free and do this stuff a little easier. So we'll see. But for now, that's all we got. And I'll talk to you again another time. And so we're done. As I said, I don't have the a tripod or anything on this, and so getting the serving video up is not all that easy. So we present you with the final product of all of our connected earlier videos. I took you through the preparation as much as possible. This cooked. Rice was about 15 minutes to cook, and the overall mixture of my quote-unquote chili recipe, maybe about 25 minutes to get to the way I wanted it to. I added some more stuff along the way, which I didn't show you. I added another half of the jalapeno pepper. I added a couple of more mushrooms, and then some more of the chili powder that's in there. Chili powder is not spicy, or at least isn't to me, so I'm gonna dose this up with some cayenne pepper. But again, what I do is I don't make it too hot as far as in prep mode, because just in case you have company that can't really handle too much spice, you know, you end up having a risk of them throwing it away after they have it. So I leave the spicing up to you. You can pour it on as much or as little as you like, and sometimes I use a hot sauce. I like a number of different sauces. I'll give them a plug. I love the High River sauces, and I go to their show every year. I also like the sriracha sauce by, I can never say the name, but it's the authentic one that you find in the restaurants with the red writing and the red canister and the writing in Vietnamese, I think it is, and also even, you know, something as simple as Frank's Red Hot I'll throw on here. And this is very good. It's hearty, and it's a super cold night here in New York, like I said. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first go at something of this kind, and who knows, maybe I'll do something else another time. Simple little video, fun to do. Just make a little engagement with you all as readers of this this website. And as I said, I'm still tossing a coin whether I'm going to put this on the Pierce and Ken channel or the Ken Pierce Media channel. So just look for both of them until well, if you're seeing this, you actually know where it is. So sorry about that. I'm constantly confusing myself with all this different avenues of approach. So anyway, I hope you liked it, and I'm going to eat now. Take care of yourselves. Bye.